Everybody and their mother is making some sort of snowflake Ironman, and the requirements for Song of Elves just got announced. I also like getting questscapes, so guess what I'm about to do? Alright. Okay, so what do we have here? This is not Swamp Planet's settled Mauritania locked Ultimate Ironman. This is a hardcore Ironman. My third one, in fact. Don't get me started on my second one. The goal of this one is pretty simple. All I have to do is just get a questscape. As for the area restrictions, there are none. I can go wherever the hell I want. However, there is a level restriction. 85 combat. Now, why 85 combat? Currently, this is the minimum level needed to complete all the quests in Old School RuneScape. This probably wouldn't be a big issue in itself, but do keep in mind, some of these quests have level requirements on their own. For example, King's Ransom has 60 defense, so I'm going to have to leave, for my 85 level combat restriction, I'm going to have to keep that in consideration. So this leaves my options kind of limited. Currently, these are the stats I'm planning to have when all is said and done at the end. It's mostly a ranged tank setup, with my melee stats kept to a minimum. I was able to fit in 60 prayer for chivalry, which will probably compensate for all my low melee stats. I was also able to fit in 70 defense, since I'm planning on doing a bit of barrels down the line. Big butt. These stats are not taking into account whatever boss fight is going to be at the end of Song of Elves. As of writing of this script, I have absolutely no idea what the fight's going to be like there, or what's going to benefit me once I get there. So expect it to change. All I know for now is that these stats are theoretically possible for that quest, since there hasn't been any combat requirements announced so far for it. Oh, I forgot to introduce you the name of this account. FCC Band KFC, that's the new name. You like it? I like the way it rolls off your tongue. You know, kind of like JFK was AFK. I'm starting out this journey in free-to-play, and with over 1 mil total experience. Why? Because well, at least I have part of the grind already done. Plus, you can still AFK really easy in free-to-play. No, seriously. Just for today, when I started putting together this video, I've covered 2100 will as a drainer. It's really not that bad. I'm starting this account right with one of the more overpowered quests in the game, Knight's Sword. So I'm starting my first quest by almost dying. This is going to be great. You give the Blorite ore and 2 iron bars to Thurgo. Thurgo starts to make the sword. Thurgo hands you a sword. Thurgo doesn't have pronouns. Make me another sword, please. Yeah, he forgets. He's like, oh, I have him right here. It doesn't say anything about like a second dialogue. Like, oh, whoops, I lost it. No, it's like nothing happened. Thank you. I was have to own up to surviving. You give the sword to the squire. I got 1 quest point out of this. Oh, and also like 30 smithing, I think. Yeah, 30 smithing. Woo, nice. First ever quest on this account. Fun fact. This quest had the highest smithing XP award in the entire game until Dragon Slayer 2 came along. This is not counting the XP lamps you get from Recipe for Disaster or One Small Favor. But, okay, if you use those on smithing, go to hell. Next 2 quests I did were the free-to-play staples of early combat experience, the Restless Ghost and Vampire Slayer. The Restless Ghost will readily provide the XP for at least 11 prayer, and doing Vampire Slayer will automatically grant you the levels necessary to wield the Mithril Scimitar from Zeke's superior scimitars. Of course. Here's your money. Here's some... Wow, 4 quest points? Wow, that's pretty good. Congratulations, you have completed the Pirate's Treasure Quest. You were awarded 2 quest points. 1 Eyed Hector treasure chest. You can always use the payfare option from Karamja. That's the real treasure right there. Here, have some crafting experience, have some coins, have a quest point. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. You know, I'm having a lot of fun here in free-to-play. In fact, it kind of pains me to know that I'm not going to fight Elvarg until I have 37 prayer. And by then, I'm going to be in Members Worlds. The only reason I'm not doing Dragon Slayer in free-to-play is because I got destroyed in my last hardcore. And this time, I actually want to make it to Galvik this time around. I'm still doing all the other quests in free-to-play before I move on to Members, though. There's a certain charm to playing an Ironman in free-to-play. Yeah, I mean, some of the things like smithing, crafting, and room crafting are painfully slow to train, and the money is hard to come by, and the gear available to you sucks. But every time I play a free-to-play Ironman, it brings me back to the old days as doing this as a kid. I feel like a noob again, and while the grind on free-to-play can get old pretty quickly, it's still fun to kick back and enjoy the game that we used to, not worrying about EHP and all of this other nonsense. That's why I want to do all the quests before moving on. Stick around for the next episode for the next part of the free-to-play phase of KF. Did I really fuck this name up? FCC ban KFC. Take care. See you next time. Oh my god, I was not expecting that. Oh.